Hey guys, how's it going? Anthony Muthurajah here, back with a new video lesson for y'all. In today's lesson, I decided to do something slightly different. So I'm going to break down for you kind of a groove approach and this one bass fill that I played on a recent gig with a singer. It is Wanna Be Starting Something by Michael Jackson. It's a part of a medley that the singer put together. So one of the reasons I encourage people to record themselves during gigs or even when they practice or band rehearsals and stuff like that is because there are so many moments, especially when you're playing live, that you're not necessarily focused on what you're playing because you're in the moment trying to enjoy yourself and play some good music. So when you record and hear back, there are moments that you might like that when you were playing, you wouldn't have appreciated because it sounds more like a bad idea, but then it actually turned out to be pretty good. So this is one of those moments where I just opened up using the foundational bass line and I just try to create a different vibe out of it, still maintaining the aesthetics of the actual song and bass line. And then I played a fill to break out of the groove and come back into it towards the tail end of the song. So instead of me yapping on, here's the clip. All right, so the bass line in its foundation form is okay. The first half, there was a slight ghost note element to it. The second half, I just played literally the rhythmic figure. Okay, so one thing you hear a lot in that clip is me going. Okay, this is something that's heavily inspired by Rocco. Rocco had these very strong thunderous 16th notes to his groove. Okay, so within that there are two variants. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, 4. 1. Okay, that's the first variant. The second one is where I go. Okay, very small tweak, but it changes the feeling. So if I play them back to back. Okay, so that's the slight tweak to the groove. Then I do this very classic Motown blues kind of turnaround. And then back to that F on the bottom because the bass line starts on the last 16th note of beat 4. So okay, and now the fill. I'm still trying to maintain the aesthetics of the way the groove is being phrased. So I start the fill on the last 16th note of beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So A flat, D, F, E flat, then down the A flat minor, F minor pentatonic. Okay, now typically when we play fills, we try to create a contour to it to create some interest, and this is pretty relevant in the previous lesson that I was talking about the charade reed approach to playing those specific kind of bass fills. So instead of going down continuous, I came back up and played possibly one of the most cliche lines. Okay, but typically we resolve. Okay, but I didn't want to resolve there because I wanted to save the F for later. So I went down on the E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Okay, slightly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slightly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now as far as the actual articulation goes, okay, it might seem like there's too much detail for such a short phrase, but those little details can make the big difference of how the phrase sounds in its entirety. So okay, one last time, real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so one of the reasons I was able to do this fill where the resolution is much earlier is because if you listen to what the drummer is playing on that recording, he's sticking to that groove, not breaking out of it. So that gives me a lot of freedom to be able to stretch out the way I phrase. Hence, I opened up and started playing this more 16-note, locomotive kind of groove. Okay, and the last thing I want to quickly talk about is that 8-bar phrase. On the 5th bar, I go up an octave. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just there, picking that sweet spot to really throw out that idea, because it helps it to pop out a lot more. Because if you keep going at it through the track, it loses its specialty, and that's one of the things I struggled with for the longest time. So when I watch back this video, I'm happy with what I did because I played with maximum restraint, and then where I decided to pull out the fills, it came out very powerful, and the tweaks of the grooves, it sounded nice, in my opinion at least. So again, I highly encourage all of you to record your gigs, rehearsals, band rehearsals, anything and everything that you do pertaining to playing. Record yourself, because listening to it, watching it, reviewing it afterwards really helps understand a lot of things about yourself that you might not be aware of. All right, so I hope you get something out of this, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in the shed. Peace.